What's up, you degenerate gamblers? It's Friday, it's the weekend, but hold your horses. We got not one, not two, but three college football games tonight that we'll discuss. And that we'll discuss a little bit college football coming up in about 12 to 15 minutes. NFL this weekend on Sunday should be great games. We have a game that starts at what time does that game start in Vegas land? The Pittsburgh Steelers and Vikings. My boy Detroit Lenny. What time?
6:30
Ooh.
in the morning. Yeah.
Lenny will be at Starbucks at 6 to be home by 6:30 and then fall asleep by halftime. So that's
Dear, I'm gonna need a nap between that game and the Lions game that starts at 10.
Yeah. So it should be a full weekend. We have UFC that finally comes back this weekend as well. And then we got the wild card baseball playoffs start on Tuesday. So we have a full slate of action all weekend long. I want to thank everyone that's watching right now on another episode of Betting Outside the Box. We have some news coming up about the show of Betting Outside the Box. Yep. I just wanted to mention we got some new members, Sean Marsol and Rami V. Thank you for being new Doc Sports members. I hope you guys enjoy all the content that you guys are signed up for. Don't forget to hit the like button, YouTube, because you know the rules that YouTube tells us we have to say. If you don't hit the like button, don't win your bet. It's not our rule. So it's just it is what it is. It's very true. So don't forget to hit those like buttons. But let's get going with our noon break news that we're discussing out. So today's Friday, September 26th. No show on Monday because now we're just doing a show on Friday. Friday would be the only way because it's too much football. Monday's a little bit slow.
It really is a lot of football.
And we could probably do a 2-hour show if we wanted to do a recap on Monday, but me and Lenny have other things to do.
That's fair.
We don't want to do a recap, but we want to talk more football and give up more advice, more angles, more how to look at games, more betting outside the box in that game that you're looking at for the weekend. So we're going to be doing it Friday, and we're changing it to go a little bit closer to Friday football. Because there's Friday football every Friday until I think New Year's. Because there's bowl games. I checked.
The rest of the year.
Yeah. So we're going to be here on Fridays, 5 or 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Not 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Eastern Time. I will put some
against football.
Yeah, I'll put out some tweets and stuff like that, and Docs will do it as well on their social media, so I'll let you guys know. So just gonna be a lot of talk of just football, giving out advice, looking at what I think the number is going to be by kickoff, or what the number is going to be by Sunday, stuff like this, so we can have a little bit more.
Or if we missed the number, we might have missed the number. That's okay. You got to accept that. Don't chase it.
Yeah, don't chase it. If you miss a number, like I always say, too bad, too sad. Sometimes it's the best way to win when you don't bet that game because you missed the number. But Lenny, before we get going, I gotta know because I won't be able to sleep. What is your suicide pick?
Okay. First of all, it's Survivor. Don't call it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Survivor. I'm sorry, my bad, Survivor.
Suicide makes me feel like I'm gonna lose. Survivor makes me feel like I win.
I apologize for that.
It's all up here, folks. It's all up here. I'm down to 2. 100% transparency. I am not locked in right now. All week, the Chargers I'm sorry. The Broncos have been the top of my list Monday night against the Bengals. My problem is it's Monday night against the Bengals. That's honest to God. I hate it and I love it at the same time. My second choice is the New England Patriots. So that's kind of where I'm at. I might go that route. The Chargers are there. That's my top 3. And to be honest with you, it hasn't changed all week. I have commitment issues, Raphael. I have commitment issues. I have trust issues. And I don't trust any of these 3 selections. I still think the Chargers are due for a letdown. I don't know if the Giants are the spot. I believe in the Patriots, kind of, a little bit. I mean, they are at home playing the Panthers. And the Broncos, I get it's Mile High and this and that, but it's still Bo Nix. And I don't know. It's Monday night. Monday night lives rent-free in my head. Weird things happen on Monday Night Football.
When do you have to turn in the pick?
Tomorrow, I think by 1 Eastern or 1 my time. I don't. So I will lock it in tonight before I go to bed. That's my
Oh,
that's
good.
my
So
that's my
I'll be able
rule.
to.
I lock it in Friday night because I will get up Saturday and then get busy, and then I will be one of those people that 13 people last week no pick. 13. 13.
$13,000 down the
Mm.
drain. That is
I will
that
not
is
be that guy. I will
that is
never be that
crazy.
guy.
I don't understand. I mean, if I'm Circa, I would just do it just to bank on the money that people are not doing it.
God bless them. God bless them. The Packers also. I talked a little bit about them, but that's an emotional game, and I don't like to bet on emotions. I like to bet on numbers, and the Packers in that Cowboy game is going to be emotional.
Very
Michael Parsons
interesting.
might
Don't
have
forget
12
to
sacks.
please text me in the morning so I can have a
I'll
nice
let you know.
Saturday and let me know so I can laugh at it or cheer for you. Either one, I would probably do maybe even
A little
both.
both.
A little bit of both on that one. So, what did you think of last night's game, Thursday Night Football? It was very entertaining. Fourth quarter, I'll give fourth quarter an A plus. Second and third quarter snooze fest.
Yeah.
But I was entertained in the fourth quarter. It brought me back because we were talking off air. I had to do a lot of stuff last night as I was watching my Cubs get blown away and Thursday Night Football and other things I had to watch. But it brought me. It hit the sound on my TV in the fourth quarter. I didn't have it on sound. I had a picture. I have TVs in my office, so people. I don't have just one. I mean,
Right.
hello, who just has one TV in their office now these days? Okay, well, okay, one person does in front of me, but
It's
I
a
would
big
say that
TV. I mean,
I still, you know what, I still have a TV that has a DVD player attached to it that I use.
nice. Nice. I kind of want one for my garage. That's like my little man cave thing out there in my garage, and I want one with a VCR.
I had one. It finally broke. Oh, I was devastated.
God, it
Devastated.
costs more to get those things fixed than it
Oh,
does to
oh,
just go buy like a 50-inch Amazon Prime
yeah.
TV kind of thing. Shout out Amazon. Holler at me if you want me to be a
If you
spokesman.
had the under last night, you were sweating because the number closed
Yes,
around 43 and a half. Some books still had 43. I was waiting to see if that would move up to 44. I'd live bet that. I was looking to bet the over because I thought everyone that I talked to was under either Seattle under, Arizona under. See, they just had the under in it. So I thought, okay, let me just go against the public. But I didn't like that number. So I thought maybe it'd be a dull game, start off game slow. I didn't think they'll score 10 points in the fourth or in the first.
I didn't see that
Uh,
coming. Yeah,
yeah, but in the second half or second quarter, when it was still 7-3 in a dull game, I was able to get 36 and a half, and I think I took a little 37. But then I took Arizona at a nice plus money as they were just getting outplayed from
lit up. Yeah,
second, third quarter. I mean, the fourth quarter is when they showed up. So it was, again, fourth quarter was very entertaining, but I'm very disappointed in Harrison, at the wide receiver for
for
Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah.
They talked about him being in his head and just having a slow start and it being more mental. And then he got that touchdown, and you could see him a little emotional when he got that touchdown, like kind of like a monkey off his back, kind of, just get the first out of the way, kind of. But him and Kyler Murray do not look on the same page. To be honest with you, nobody does. Nobody looks like they're on the same page with Kyler Murray, other than the tight end they have. What's his name? Tyler.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. I could see him, number 85. I thought he was Aiden Hutchinson when he was running around. I'm like, when did Aiden Hutchinson move to the Cardinals to play tight end? But him, that's the only person he throws to on a consistent basis. And they can say McBride, I think is his name. He can have, chemistry with one person. He doesn't spread the ball around very well. And he looks like he's running around with his head cut off constantly, like a chicken with his head cut off. He's running for his life constantly. How about Sam Darnold making throws when he needs to make throws?
I mean, he made throws last year. He just had a rough
Right.
4 games. I mean, at
Yeah.
the end of this, too bad it was at the end of the season. I mean, I think that's why everyone bashed him, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know if you're Minnesota, why do you want this guy? He lost,
Yeah.
looked horrible in 4 games. He played really well in that fourth quarter. I mean, granted, the kickoff mistake that brought the ball to the 40-yard line. And what
That
mistake
guy-
is that? Read the rules, people.
Hold on,
Even I
it's 6:10 on Eastern time. Is he still on the team?
don't know.
Has he been released yet? That is you can't do that. You got one job.
Yeah.
You got one job. And we're not asking you to catch plays. We're not asking you to understand defensive schemes. We're asking you to kick the ball to a specific spot. If you can't do that.
Granted, the
heard
Seattle
the CFO.
kicker missed a 50-yard field
He
goal,
did too,
and then he
right?
made a 50-yard field goal
And then
to win it. So that was pretty crazy. But I enjoyed, like I said, the fourth quarter was very, very entertaining. So it was one of the entertaining games. And Seattle is just one of those teams that it's going to be in every game, and they're going to win games when they're not supposed to win games.
Right.
And they're going to win games because of that defense.
I agree. Sam Darnold's stat, 18 of 26, 242 yards and a touchdown.
You know, his passing yards opened up at
9.3 yards average pass yard.
His passing yards opened up at 219.5.
He's efficient. He doesn't lose you a game. Kyler Murray, I think, lost them game with those 2 interceptions. One was a tip ball, or whatever, but then that happens. I get that, but Kyler Murray, you're never going to win a game with him throwing the ball 41 times for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks.
Am I the only one on an island that says if a ball gets tipped, it should not be an interception? It shouldn't count. I mean, that's just it's not his. It's not the quarterback's fault that
But if it gets tipped and it's caught and it's caught, and does that count as a completion?
I'm just talking idea. I'm helping a quarterback.
I'm sorry. Killing your dreams.
Jeez. Dude, it's a way to dream kill right there. Thanks.
I know what I did immediately. I knew it as I said it, and I apologize.
That hurts. Well, now that you ruined my flow on that, let's talk a little Saturday ball. Let's talk about college football.
I like it. Hold on. I have a graphic.
Well, before we get into Saturday ball, there's a really interesting game tonight, and it's the first game between Florida State and Virginia. What a sandwich spot for the Seminoles, because everyone knows who Florida State's playing next week.
Right.
They play the U. They play Miami next week. So now they're on the road. It's Charlottesville playing UVA, and it's 7. So there's Hard Rock has 7.5. Most books are leaning towards 6.5 right now. This is a bad spot for Florida State to travel here, because I can see either the back door being open for a UVA cover or an outright Cavalier W in this one. Because let's face it, Florida State, all they know about is Miami's next week. They could care less about UVA.
Yes, but I think Florida State's just on another level. We're about to find out if Florida State.
Oh yeah, we'll find out tonight. Yeah.
We'll find out tonight if Florida State's really good, and I think they are. I laid the 6.5 earlier, so I got it under a touchdown, and then I also have it in Florida State's in a teaser for me down to like basically a pick 'em in a 6-point teaser minus. I think they're -1 in the teaser, so I worried about taking that. I actually contemplated taking Virginia just up in a teaser over 10, but I worry. Florida State has the ability to put belt to ass and put it on them, I think. And I think Virginia is happy to be here.
See, I played the first half under a little bit, just something I sprinkled something. I thought the game would be a little slow. Both teams want to establish the run. Florida State's just trying not to get out of here, just get out with no injuries. So I don't think them going out. So that's the only one. I mean, I'm very intrigued about TCU, Arizona State. That should be a fun game to watch. I can't wait not to watch Houston, Oregon State. This Oregon State team is bad. I'm actually a little shocked that we haven't seen a 14 pop up for Houston against Oregon State. We might, since it's a 10:30 game, and we'll see what people do on the first game, but we could see a 14 pop up on that one. But it's going to be a very
4 years ago, this was a good game.
Yes, 4 years ago.
You know what I mean? Like, I was staying up for this game. Absolutely, but not this year.
Yeah, not this year.
But I don't. Oregon State new coach. I don't know. Maybe they rally. Who knows? I mean, weird things happen on Friday Night Lights. So would you be surprised if Oregon State straight up wins?
Yes.
Really?
yes, I would.
I wouldn't. just because of the new coach factor, but maybe they are just that bad.
I would be blown away if that happened.
All right.
Yeah,
All
blown
right.
away. I just don't see it. But if
Okay.
you're in the chat,
Yes.
put us a comment in there if you have any questions about Saturday's games, the 3 games tonight, Sunday's games. Put it in the chat if you have anything you want to
Yes.
discuss, if you want us to break down. And we still have a couple meaningful baseball games this weekend. So if you want us to break down any of that, so put that in the chat. So we'll love to answer all questions ASAP as soon as they come in, and we'll put you up on the screen as well. So that should be kind of fun to see what you guys are thinking about on Saturday's games. Saturday's games, there's some good games.
There's a lot of good games.
In the afternoon, I was totally blown away on how some of these games were in the afternoon. I want to hear your 2 games that maybe caught your eye.
I mean, how do you not want to watch Oregon Penn State?
Yes.
Right. I mean, that's got to be the top of and Alabama, Georgia, right? Those are the only 2 games that really whatever. Oh my God, it's week 5. We're knee deep into college football, but I kind of want to see Arizona, Iowa State. Like I will be flipping between that game and a few Big Ten games. Action. I'm always a sucker for that. Ohio State, Washington is a Big
That's
Ten game that's going to matter. Okay, yeah, that's going to matter.
That's a bad travel for Ohio State to go all the way. Yeah,
I love it, and so I mean, the remote will be working a lot, folks, on this. You know, the laptop, the iPad, the whatever device I can watch stuff on will be moving a lot. This.
Do you have any leans on any of those games? Do you like any of those games?
Play the hell out of them. I really am going to in-play the hell out of them. I think everybody hates Penn State here. That James Franklin can't win a big game, something like this. This is the type of game he wins. In the college playoffs is when he'll lose. So I laid it with Penn State, and I don't believe Georgia. I don't believe Georgia's going to have any kind of problem with Alabama. This ain't your mama's Alabama. No more Nick Saban. I don't think they're a good team.
If that's the case, I'll play devil's advocate right now with you on this one. Everyone I've talked to all week long, I was so disrespectful. Georgia -3. Georgia. Well, if you look today, boys and girls, what the number is, it's 2.5, all across the board. Yep. So move a number off a key number. It's not just a whole bunch of $10 2-teamers coming into the window. Yeah, so money moved that to be back to Alabama at +2.5 instead of. So I'm leaning towards Bama. I'm not sold on Georgia's defense this year. I'm not laying to 2.5 if I would have missed a number and stuff like that. So I'll probably just sit back watching this game. But there's another game that's in the SEC that I really intrigued. I'm watching, and that's LSU Ole Miss.
Yeah,
I know Ole Miss has a backup quarterback, but a backup quarterback looked so good last week. And I'm sorry. I know we tell people all the time, don't look at numbers in front of your name, the rankings, that means nothing. But this means something to me, because how the hell is LSU ranked so high when they barely beat La Tech at home? They only beat Florida by 10 with a quarterback that threw 5 interceptions. And then they beat Clemson to begin the season, which everyone thought, ooh, that's a good win.
That's a good win.
Me and you could beat Clemson right now. So
I could probably throw for 100.
So the 2 teams that's high on their win list is Florida, who are awful, and Clemson, who are awful. So why are we such high on them?
The love for LSU.
I would put the LSU hat on if they steamroll Ole Miss. Then I'd be like, hey, you know what? This team is for real. This defense for whatever. But I think Ole Miss has to be the play here until, in my eyes, LSU can show me that, hey, you know what? Yes, we had a bad game against Florida. We should have had that score should have been 40-10 when a quarterback throws for 5 interceptions.
I agree. I like Ole Miss here. There's like 3 games that I really, we talk about this a lot with, if you don't like a possible side live betting stuff, could you imagine I can probably guarantee you I'll get plus points in either Oregon, Penn State, or Alabama, Georgia. At some point, I will get plus points for both on both sides. I can't wait to get like +3 for Alabama and Georgia, and this game end up 30-17 or something like that. You push
I
one win.
agree. Like if you say you like Georgia, am I correct on that?
Yeah.
What if Alabama kicks a field goal and they're up 3-0? Or they score first, 7-0 right away. They score first.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect for you. And I tell people that yes, just because I didn't release something on Thursday doesn't mean I don't have action on that game. I'm probably one of the least persons that release plays. I only do one play a day in baseball and NBA or no, in college basketball I do. Football I do normally anywhere between 4 to 5 and stuff like that because betting games that I don't think the number is going to move, or if it does, it might move against me. Like if I'm going to lay 7, I think, all right, maybe my kickoff is might be 7.5 or 8. I'm going to play the 7 at Thursday release time. I'm not playing games where, you know what, I'm hoping they're down 3-0. I'm hoping it's a 9:30 game and people are all going to bet this number and I'm going to get a better number on Saturday night at 10 o'clock because the game goes off at 10:30. So I wish people understood that, at least in my point of view. I can't speak for any other handicapper except myself, but that's why I don't release a lot of plays because I'm looking for that line movement that's going to benefit me. And I tell people, hey, I have social media. If you have any question, use it. I try to answer ASAP. I mean, I'm usually good on like Instagram and X because it pops in my phone, bing. So I look at it really quickly. I don't understand how people don't use that as much as they'll use it for me and say, "Hey, you suck. You lost your
everybody comes out of the woodwork to tell you how when you lost the pick, but
but it's
when we win anything." But
Nick wants to say, "What's up, Nick? What's up?
What's up, Nick? What's up? What's up?" So
I don't know who Nick is, but thanks for watching, Nick.
I know. I don't know who Nick is. I got a few Nicks. I know a few Nicks.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, come on. I could think of 5 Nicks right now. Probably not. I don't know. But I actually, that TCU Arizona State, you mentioned that about tonight, just to backtrack a little bit on college football. This game, I think there's like 100 points scored in this game. I think there's going to be fireworks in this game, like a lot. I think there's a lot of points. TCU, Arizona State.
Nick wants to know UVA +7. We discussed it. I'm leaning towards that.
I lean the other way.
He's leaning the other way, so that just tells you to maybe just pass.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I have Florida State in a teaser, so not straight bet. So
looking at the sandwich part of this game, I think Florida State could be just thinking about the U next week. So that's why I'm leaning towards UVA. I was hoping to get 7.5. I was really hoping so much money would be on Florida State that I can get 7.5, but FanDuel, I think South Point and ESPN bet all have 6.5. So I don't think I'm going to see 7.5. But I'm leaning towards you, Nick, on UVA. I'm not going to lie on that one. And Neil wants to win. Oh no, he wants wins.
You want wins? Me too.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Yeah, right. Hey, welcome. Grab a donut, cup of coffee, sit down. Glad to see you. I actually think Florida State, Virginia. I want to keep calling them Virginia Tech, but I know it's just Virginia.
That's why I always say UVA. That's why I always say UVA.
Yeah, because I'm going to mess that up. I
always want to say
100%. No, maybe. That's a big total. I like the Arizona State TCU more.
Jamie, I played first half under on that game. I said that when we discussed that. So I played the Florida State first half under because I think it's going to be a dull game. And this is one of those ones that some books put up what more points, first half or second half. And I love that prop, and not all books put that up there. But I'm a big fan of that prop bet. And this is one of those ones that I think Florida State's going to want to run the ball, establish the run, get the clock going, and try to get out of Charlottesville with no injuries to prepare for the U next week. So I have first half under on that game, Jamie. So and we have Dong Nguyen as a new member, Mr. Nguyen. Thank you, Nguyen, for joining.
We got a new member. Should we give him a doctor's order college football play?
Was just get out of my mind.
Ooh. Jedi mind trick, folks. See what I did there?
We're trying to go back to back. We hit Monday's doctor's orders. So let's go to another one. We're going to give out a college one now and then after the show. we'll throw out a bonus, an NFL doctor's orders. Or this one, I think you want to see a high scoring game in this one. I think
Okay.
it's going to be one of those ones that I think both teams are either hit the 30 mark or come close to the 30 mark. I think the winner, I can see maybe 33, 34 points in this game. So
Yep.
I like over 6.5 touchdowns at -3 nickels. So I'm hoping for that one. And I love this prop prop bet. You know me, I love props just because I used to make them for 1,000 years in Vegas. You could care less who wins. Like
Right.
it's almost like
Yeah,
betting the
right. You're
over.
just rooting. Yeah, I just want points. Right. And
Yeah,
you don't have to actually hit the over in
yeah,
this as well. So
yeah,
but Neil's excited for the prop play.
yeah.
I like that. This plays
So
perfectly because this game could go to overtime.
yeah, and that counts.
And that counts. We'll take it. I honest to God, I think that maybe Oregon Penn State. I kind of think that game more. I lean more towards Penn State, but this play into overtime. Let's get after it. I like it.
Let's talk a little NFL before we get out of here, so everyone can enjoy their weekend and you can make your decision on your pick for the gazillion dollars you're going to win.
By the way, who do you think I should pick in the Circuit Survivor? I'd love to hear what you guys think.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I don't know.
So,
what do you think I should pick?
I think Denver. I told you Denver.
Yeah,
I think you should go with Denver. Even though I hate it, I agree with you. It's a Monday night game. I totally understand why you don't want to bet Denver, but because it's a Monday night game. But it should be a very interesting game. I want to ask you about Cleveland, Detroit. Just because you're Detroit, you're coming off a big win, and Cleveland's coming off a surprisingly win against your arch rival that beat you. So if you're in the Detroit locker room or a fan, how are you approaching this game?
Domination. Just that's it. We want to come out there home field. I think the crowd will be ready to roll after week 1 in Green Bay. Everybody was a little and then we've been rolling since. Big win over Baltimore. I think we come in, and I think I'm really curious. Big Cleveland Browns have a great defense. I think they're top 5 defense in the league, to be honest with you. Maybe top 3. You could make an argument for really. But on the other hand, I think Detroit Lions offense is just as potent on the flip side of that. So you're going to see great offense against great defense here. And I hate to say defense wins championships, but it's not your daddy's NFL. That's what I'll say. Offense, Lions. I still think the Lions score 30 points. I don't know if they'll win. I won't tell you. I won't sit here and tell you that they'll win. You shouldn't believe me anyway because I'm a homer. Okay, but I do think that the Lions score 30 points. I'm not saying the Lions defense can stop anybody. They're due for a letdown. 7 sacks last week against Lamar. Come on. The Lions defense is.
The 2 games that I kind of wanted to mention was really briefly the Cowboys and Green Bay. I don't understand. I mean, last time Green Bay went to Dallas, that did not go well for the Cowboys in Jerry's world in the playoffs. They whooped them bad.
Yeah.
And that Dallas secondary is awful. If Caleb Williams looked like a Hall of Famer against the Dallas Cowboys secondary, which Jordan Love and the running attack of Green Bay and their tight ends going to do against Dallas? I know it's about Parcel. Micah's coming back. He can't play in the secondary. I don't care if he was still a Cowboy, that defense would still be bad. So I think Green Bay rolls against Dallas.
I believe that too. The only reason Green Bay is not a survivor pick for me is because it's too emotional game for me.
Oh, I agree.
There's too many emotions in that game.
Yeah.
So I don't want nothing to do with it, kind of thing.
Another game that scares me, that Baltimore, Kansas City, on paper and on my eyes tells me Baltimore is the way better team. Kansas City's offense is horrendous. When Patrick Mahomes is your leading rusher, what does that tell you about your offense? And you got Travis Kelce yelling at the head coach on the sideline. I lip read. He says you're not invited to the wedding anymore. I mean, I lip read it. He did say that. I think Baltimore has to be the play on this one. And I did a prop bet that most books picked it up. I don't know if any U.S. books put up. Will the loser of Baltimore, Kansas City make the playoffs? I know for me, it all depends who loses.
The Chiefs are going to struggle for a few games this year. I mean, I was not impressed with that Ravens defense, so you got to expect a little bit more out of them this week. I think that line is set pretty right there. I think it's accurate.
The no is -$3, and it all depends. I mean, if Baltimore loses this game, there's really only one team, Pittsburgh, and they could lose at 6:00 in the morning your time on Sunday, and then Baltimore. But if Kansas City loses, don't forget the Chargers have a massive lead on them already, and they're one up because they already beat them already this season. So that's why I think if Kansas City loses, I don't see them making the playoffs. I just don't.
I'll never count Patrick Mahomes out.
I am counting him out this
until
year.
He proves me wrong. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I mean, he's been playing from the front of the pack for a while now. We'll see how he plays from the back. No pun intended, Green Bay.
Counting him out, and as I counting him out, why don't you hit that button and get our bonus free play in the NFL? I said bonus, but next week it won't be a bonus because next week we'll have 2 doctor's orders every Friday at college football and an NFL. So this is the last time I can say bonus, but we're going to kickers. Let's give some kickers some love. We're going to take enough love. No, we're going to take a Colts kicker Spencer Schrader over 6.5 kicking points against the Rams. I think we're going to see a lot of points. Does not mean touchdowns. I think everybody's going to be kicking and scoring in this game. I can see this being wide open. And I can also see maybe the Colts pulling off the upset. I know a lot of people don't like that. They think Rams are going to roll, but this Colts team's fun to watch. I think we're going to see a lot of points. I'll take over 6.5 kicking points. Even if they, let's say, score 4 touchdowns, that's 4 points right there. So just give me a field goal. That's 3, that's 7. So I think we're going to see a lot of kicking from Mr. Spencer.
I like the points here. If I can get this game over 3.5 or over 3, I should say, for the Colts, I'm going to bet that. And I think I can get that now, to be honest with you. But I look the Indianapolis Colts in a teaser. I know I say this all the time, and it annoys people all the time. But if I told you that you could have Indianapolis plus 9.5, you would take it.
I'm gonna buy you an old-fashioned tea hat for teaser.
That's fine. I need a tea hat. They call them biscuits. I'm a sucker for a biscuit. Does it have gravy? Does it have gravy, or is that a different kind of biscuit? I don't care. Whatever.
It's the same. It's the same.
All right. Biscuit's a biscuit. I'm a fat kid. Let me eat.
Well,
I love this play.
Last Friday we went over on our 2 picks. Let's turn it around. We won on Monday, so hopefully we can go 2-0 and have a nice 3-game winning streak coming into our new time slot on Friday at 5:30 or 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So no show on Monday. We're only on Fridays. I'll make sure I'll tweet that out all week long to check us out on Friday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, betting outside the box. But before we go, tell them what they can get over at Doc Sports.
You can get a free $60 account. Links in the description of the video. You can use that on any handicapper you want at any point towards a day pass, week pass, month pass, season pass. You do you, Pikachu. Maybe you get Raphael's premium plays. What do you got on deck this weekend? Big card.
I have a nice
27 plays for Saturday.
I think I got 5. I think I got 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Okay. UFC is this weekend as well. I have horse racing this weekend. We have some big Breeders' Cup Stakes races.
Ryder Cup
horses. Right. No, I don't. I used to do golf, but golf is for me is more live betting. And I was mad at I released -130. Now live betting I could get plus 130. So it was.
I know
really,
Tony George does a lot of like head-to-head matchups and stuff like that.
So I used to do that, but I actually miss releasing it. But yeah, so for me, like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, betting tips, or whatever, hit me up on social media. You can find me everywhere, or ask a question in the YouTube chat or here on the chat as well. So thank you for everyone that was watching the show. I want to thank Neil, all the people that was watching it. We have Mr. Wynn that joined us as well. So hopefully you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Cash big. Enjoy your weekend. But you all know what I like to say before I end my shows. Please don't bet what you don't have.
See you next Friday.